Ever wondered about the strangest, most unusual diseases that exist in the world? Well, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to delve into the world of the weird and the wonderful, exploring some of the most bizarre diseases known to medical science. First on our list is a neurological condition straight out of a storybook. This is the Alice in Wonderland Syndrome. Imagine your perception of the world around you suddenly distorting. The cup in your hand shrinks to the size of a thimble, or the distance from your chair to the door stretching to seem like a mile. This is the reality for those with Alice in Wonderland Syndrome. Their perceptions of size and distance become warped, creating a world that mirrors the fantastical one described by Lewis Carroll in his famous story. Objects may appear larger or smaller than they actually are, a phenomenon that medical professionals refer to as micropsia and macropsia. This neurological condition, while not harmful, can be disorienting and even a little frightening for those experiencing it. Just like Alice, sufferers can feel like they've taken a trip down the rabbit hole. A trip down the rabbit hole indeed. Imagine waking up one day and you suddenly start speaking in a different accent. This is the reality for those affected by foreign accent syndrome, a rare aftermath of brain injury or stroke. This peculiar syndrome alters speech patterns, causing individuals to speak with an accent from a region or country they've never lived in. Imagine one moment you're speaking in your natural voice, the next, you've seemingly crossed continents, linguistically. It's a fascinating yet puzzling medical mystery, a journey around the world without ever leaving home. Next, we have a genetic disorder that literally makes you age faster. This is progeria, a rare condition that accelerates aging in children, making them appear elderly in their early years. Symptoms include rapid aging, dwarfism, and cardiovascular problems, which unfortunately lead to a significantly shortened lifespan. This disorder showcases the harsh reality of time and the human body's delicate balance. With only a few hundred cases reported worldwide, it's a stark reminder of how precious our time is. Do you ever feel like you're dead, even though you're clearly alive and breathing? This eerie feeling is a lived reality for those suffering from Cotard's syndrome. Also known as walking corpse syndrome, this rare mental disorder can lead individuals to believe they are dead, do not exist, or have lost their internal organs. Imagine the psychological implications. Existing while believing you do not, walking around with the conviction that you're a ghost, devoid of life. This can lead to a profound disconnection from reality and severe social isolation. In some extreme cases, individuals with Cotard's syndrome may even believe they are immortal. This delusion can create a paradoxical situation where the fear of death is replaced with the fear of eternal life, a never-ending cycle of non-existence. As we delve deeper into the peculiar world of rare diseases, Cotard's syndrome stands as a chilling testament to the power of the human mind and its ability to shape our perception of reality. A chilling delve into the human mind. Ever heard of a man turning into a tree? Well, epidermodysplasia verruciformis, or tree man syndrome, gives a whole new meaning to this concept. This rare genetic disorder manifests as wart-like lesions on the skin that eerily resemble tree bark. As these lesions proliferate, they can become extensive and debilitating, often making the simplest of tasks a Herculean effort. Imagine your skin hardening, sprouting growths that imitate the rough and gnarled texture of a tree's surface. Nature's cruel trick indeed. From tree men, we move to werewolves. Welcome to the world of hypertrichosis, commonly known as werewolf syndrome. This condition stands out for its hallmark symptom: excessive hair growth covering the entire body. It's like having a permanent fur coat, but it's not as cozy as it sounds. Hypertrichosis can be present at birth or appear later in life, affecting both men and women alike. This rare and unusual disorder truly puts those afflicted in a rather unique, albeit a hairy situation to be in. What if water, the essence of life, was your enemy? Imagine the plight of those living with a rare condition known as aquagenic urticaria. Contact with water, regardless of its temperature, triggers hives and intense itching. It's an everyday battle, from bathing to sweating and even shedding tears. The very substance that sustains life becomes a source of discomfort, even dread. It's a struggle that reminds us of the unpredictable nature of the human body. Life's essential element turned adversary. Imagine living in a world where your loved ones are imposters. This is the disconcerting reality for those living with Capgras Delusion, a psychiatric disorder characterized by the belief that familiar people have been replaced by fakes. It's a mind game of the highest order where the brain's recognition system malfunctions, leading to a profound disconnect. Despite clear evidence, the conviction of duplicity persists, making the world an uncanny place to navigate. A reminder of the brain's complex nature, it's truly a mind-bending reality. Ever felt like your hand has a mind of its own? Well, for some, it's not just a feeling, it's a reality. This strange phenomenon is known as alien hand syndrome. This neurological disorder, as bizarre as it sounds, causes one hand to act independently of the person's conscious control. Imagine your hand performing complex movements or actions, all without your intention. It's like your hand has its own will, and you're merely an observer. It's not just about involuntary movements or twitches, we're talking about purposeful actions here, like reaching for a coffee cup or buttoning a shirt. So, what causes this? Alien hand syndrome can arise due to various reasons, such as brain injury, surgery, or other neurological conditions that affect the brain's communication with the body. It's like the brain's internal wiring gets a bit mixed up, and the signals sent to the hand get lost in translation. In a nutshell, it's like being a stranger in your own body. And finally, a syndrome that sounds like a blockbuster movie title. Let's delve into the fascinating realm of exploding head syndrome. Despite its sensational name, it doesn't involve any actual combustion. This peculiar condition is a benign sleep disorder. It's characterized by the perception of loud, explosive noises like crashes or bangs during the transition from wakefulness to sleep. Imagine being jolted awake by the sound of a massive explosion, only to realize it was all in your head. These auditory hallucinations can be quite alarming. The sudden noises can cause distress, leading to sleep anxiety and, in some cases, insomnia. However, rest assured, these startling sounds are just figments of perception and pose no physical harm. The exact cause is unknown, but it's believed to be a result of sudden shifts in neural activity in the brain's auditory pathways. A loud end to a journey into the world of strange diseases.